Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for X-Men, The Wedding Special #1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics with multiple stories and multiple creators, so we'll talk about that. Let's take a look at the creative team. We have 5 different stories. Something Borrowed, Something Blue by Karen Gillan with art by Rachel Stott, Michael Bartolo on colors. We also have Wedding Gatecrashers by Tini Howard with art by Philip Sevi, KJ Diaz on colors. We also have Get Mystique a Gift by Tate Brummel with art by Emilio Puli, Irmani Villa on colors. We have EP Is True by Yoon Ha Lee and Stephen Barn. We last have The Thieves Surprise by Wyatt Kennedy with art by Jen St. Ange and Brittany Pierre on colors. We have multiple covers as well, and Ariana Mayer doing letters for the full issue. All right, so let's get into this issue. The Wedding Extravaganza. Mystique and Destiny are one of the most beloved and longest-running gay couples in history. Somewhere in their 100-plus years together, the pair married, but we've never seen the event on page. This year, Marvel's Voices Pride makes history with Marvel's first women-to-women wedding in a story by superstar X-Men scribe Karen Gillan. So that's the main overall arcing story for the issue. And then we have multiple stories here as well. So in the tradition of the Fantastic Four Annual #3 and X-Men #30, this anthology is a must-reader for comics fans. We also have some debuts in this issue. Some of the talent that I mentioned earlier has never really done anything at Marvel, so that's really exciting to put them in this oversized issue. So we have 5 different stories. Like I said, we have the main story that kind of bookends everything. So I'll kind of go through each one of those and talk a little bit about them. So let me pull up some preview art here. All right, so here we have the main story. This is just really the wedding issue. As you can see, we have Destiny and Rogue and Nightcrawler, obviously Mystique, the whole family. It's a whole family affair. This is a really fun story because it's really the one that focuses on the wedding itself. So we have a few pages at the beginning and then a few pages to close it out at the end. Really, really cool stuff, though. I really enjoyed it. I like seeing the family aspect of this. And also, one of my favorite things is just to see what are these characters doing like on their downtime, right? Like in between the big fights and the big events and everything that's going on. So this is the Wedding Gatecrasher story. Here we see really we're catching up with Betsy Braddock and Rachel Summers as they prepare to go to the wedding. So each one of these stories begins with a little invitation first before you get into it, which I think it's really, really fun. So as you can see here, you have the little invitation that shows you, oh, this is the Captain Braddock. The Captain Britain story, right? And of course you have weird stuff, fantasy stuff, otherworld stuff. I think Tini Howard's been doing Betsy stories for a long, long time, which is really interesting. I like that Marvel's been consistent through the Krakoan Age as to which characters would be associated with which creators. So that's really cool. Next, we have the Wolverine story, but it's a really cool Wolverine story. Of course, here's the invitation. This Wolverine story I really like because it's reminiscent of the Wolverine in the X-Men series where Wolverine is the headmaster of the school, and I just really love revisiting that kind of feel. So this isn't just a story about Logan. It's about Logan trying to give Mystique the best gift, and he's recruiting some help from his students, which is really, really fun. I really appreciate that. I really love to see Wolverine in this different in a different role, right? He normally is this fighter. He's usually in a lot of confrontations, but here he's even just by the look, like just having him on a sweater with a collared shirt, like he's back to his school time, and I really love that era of Wolverine. So let's go on to the next story here. We have the Emma Frost story. Here's the Emma Frost invitation. Everyone's cordially or immortally invited here. And this is really, once again, about Emma Frost and Destiny and their relationship, like with both of them. She's trying to also get him a gift, which is really fun, trying to figure out how the wedding's going to play out. So yeah, once again, I really like this one. I think this one has some of the most dynamic art, and it's always cool to see some surprises there. So stay tuned for that. Next, we have the Rogue slash Gambit story. As you can see, they kind of last minute wrote in um, uh, her Rogue's new last name since they were married, since she's married to Gambit. Uh, Really cool story. Let me pull up some of the preview pages for that. All right, so here you can see Gambit's in the subway heading to the wedding, and of course shenanigans are going to happen as he's going to be ambushed and probably late. But ultimately, it's all about the wedding itself, and we get back to the last story. What I really like is there is a big twist right to this whole thing. What I really like is that there's a big twist to this whole thing. It's not just about the wedding. There's so much more, and it really fits with the characters of Destiny and Mystique. Like they would use this opportunity to get up to no good. We do have some bonus content as well. We have an Iceman story that originally came out in the this originally came out in the Infinite series, and then we have a really, like, and then we have a classic story about Mystique and Destiny. So yeah, really fun stuff. This is an old full story, so you really get a lot out of this. This is a $10 book. It's even, I think there's some other variants that may be more expensive. So yeah, really cool. And then at the beginning you see the date. It's immortalized forever. So very cool stuff. Really enjoy this story, and I can't wait to see what else happens here with the as we get into the Fall of X finale. The Krakoan Age is coming to an end, so I can't wait to see how we go from here. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.